the guy's going to take up 90% of this fucking court right now. Dare me. Oh my goodness.
The Olympics. Archery's fun to watch. It's so fast though. They shoot like 3 arrows and they're done. It's like, oh, okay.
Did you see the air pistol people? Like,
The
I
ones
think
where they
that
have like the bionic eyes and shit or whatever.
Yeah, I
dude,
saw the meme of the
their
lady.
outfits were way cooler than the event. I saw so many like videos just about their just about their outfits, not about anything about their sport.
Dude,
Like
they
I still
have
don't
like
know
that
what
power
they do.
level meter in DBZ. Like that's one of their eyes.
Dude, that's so cool.
Looks like that. Like,
Alright, let me get this thing open. I hope I can log in this time.
I did watch skeet shooting, and I'm actually really confused how the Americans didn't win any medals in shooting. Like in any of the shooting events, we haven't won any medals.
Dude, the Korean teams and the Chinese teams just sweep up in shooting games. Like it's nuts.
One of my other friends,
Did
he made a good point. He said, "Well, yeah, all the best shooters probably don't have passports and never leave their state." So, yeah, it's probably true.
Hit bomb. Kyle, come on, do it. You got it. Yeah.
Bibbing and bopping.
Success.
Yay.
Well, I will say this: the skateboarding this year, I feel like the skateboarding clips haven't been super cool. It's just like it's like one trick, and that's the whole thing.
Yeah, I haven't even.
You do it all in one run.
I didn't like a 12-year-old kid win or something. Because in skateboarding, there's no age.
Yeah,
age.
It was a 14-year-old Japanese girl.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like which skateboarding event though?
Freestyle.
I don't know. I don't know what each one was called.
They just go out there like in Tony Hawk, where you're just trying to rack up points.
I think so, but I saw one video where they're explaining the rules, at least for like one section, and it was like just one trick, or like you get 5 tries to do like 2 like tricks, and your 2 best tricks are like what you get or what your score is based off of.
What I like is when you're watching like the gymnastics routine and you're like, damn dude, she fucking nailed it, that was awesome, and then the commentators are like, yeah, she messed up like 7 times there, she's gonna get a deduction for points. I'm like, what? It looked great.
All the meme today of a fat guy on a couch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like,
can't believe she didn't stick that landing.
talking shit. Yeah.
I saw some suggestion that before every event they should just have some average Joe do the event as a big
Yeah.
That's-
I know, like, give him a chance. Let him be average. Like not
They
bad.
gotta have like a beer gut, you know, like just like an average body type.
Oh, yeah, I'm 2 whiskeys in. Let's do this thing.
Well, I thought this really interesting thing was like at the beginning of the 4 years, like right after the Olympics, you are drawn from a lottery. So if your name gets picked, you have 4 years to train for the event as like an average human being.
Awesome.
That'd be awesome.
That would be
Dude,
that'd be
if
so
my name got
cool.
called, I'd go all in, dude. I swear to God, I would. It'd change my whole life.
The only one that you can like watch like in gymnastics and just be like, holy shit, that was amazing, and then they score high regardless of what happens is Simone Biles, because she's probably doing something that literally is impossible for the human body to do, and she just did it anyway. So
I've seen so many breakdown videos of like, oh, look at Simone Biles and look how many like people she's actually jumping when she's like
Bro,
jumping that high.
she looks like she barely even moves her feet, and then she goes up like 15 feet. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? And she does like 17 spins and flips in the air, and
she's funny. Every event though, they're like, now Simone Biles will be trying the once in a lifetime, never been done 7-time triple axel, and the most that anybody's ever done is 30 times less than this.
Yeah, I
And
think
she
she has
do
like
it.
moves that are gonna be named after her or something.
Yeah, she does.
It's crazy.
Yeah, like I don't think she could score bad.
For them to win gold, she had to score like an 8 in the final event.
Yeah.
Simone Biles had to score an 8. It's like, okay. She just has to like walk out there and she could just like do the worm across the mat. And probably
She
get
just
that.
like the most basic flip, but she does it perfectly. It's like 8.
You know
Uh,
when the
Jonathan
worst thing
Owens.
against her is her head literally taking out of her last, like taking her out of the last Olympics. That is the only thing to ever beat Simone Biles.
Yeah, herself. She was just giving the other people a chance, you know.
Still,
Apparently she had
she
some.
still won more medals than
Yeah.
any other Olympic gymnast, and she backed out of the last one. Like,
Yeah,
that's wild.
Apparently
Yeah,
she
the-
did something called they call them the twisties. Like she didn't know which way was down when she was doing her flips. That'd be
Yep.
fucking scary.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It was
It's
yeah, it was
like
a
a
big
crazy
deal. Like, it's
mental-
like this is how it's done. Step. Be
Yeah.
healthy. Right?
the only
Like,
other crazier one is like fucking Katie Ledecky swimming a 1500-meter freestyle,
yeah.
and she's like literally 3 lengths of the pool ahead of everybody. And
She just got to hang out.
dude, they played a clip and she was just swimming, and I'm like, why are they showing me a practice like clip? And then it's literally the rest of the swimmers coming in about 2 minutes later.
Crazy. Let's recap for Jaryu.
Yeah, I think we have everyone. So let's. So what happened last time? Make it good because Andrew wasn't here.
I took a lot of notes on
Last
that.
two
trip.
times.
Perfect.
The last 2 times.
Oh, true. Maybe a baby recap for the time before, and then big recap.
Okay.
We left Spider Dude because you were there for Spider
Yeah.
Dude, right?
Yeah, that's the first part. Giant spider. We leave him. We decide to leave. Then we start heading north down the mountainside.
Wait, so you guys left the spider dude alone?
Yeah.
Yes.
He. Yeah, that's huge. Actually.
Turns out Elargian like actually did tell him to have some special message thing. Like that's a real thing.
So Thunder spoke to him, and he quickly was like, "Yeah, Elargian, like I'm here for a purpose. Don't kill me yet." And with the it seemed like implied that he is gonna die. He's just waiting. And and he had to meet somebody. We
Yeah,
don't think
he's
it was
waiting
any of
to meet
us.
somebody.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
the
Elargian.
spider is waiting to meet him?
Yes.
And that person's
Okay.
gonna know it when you know it.
But Thunder had spoken to Elargian through a dream, basically, and asked if that was real, and she was like, "Yep,
And it was none of us. None of us were the guy
Nope.
none of us."
or gal. Okay.
So yeah, then we just booked it on north.
Fio killed the dinosaur. There's
Yeah,
dinosaurs
Oh
now.
yeah, Fael like eviscerated this fucking dinosaur. It was pretty insane.
Okay. There's a lot of map removed here.
Oh yeah, we did a lot.
Yeah,
They did a lot of
so-
exploring.
Yeah, we
that's
fought
like
that. That was kind of the end of that one. No, then we found a temple and took him asleep in the what we think is the bird. Had the same bird symbol that it had at the village, the bird
Yeah,
village.
we went to a temple that
We spent the night
we
there.
couldn't progress through, but we spent the night in like the front lobby area.
Well, there were 2 open doors and 2 closed doors. We chose not to go deeper,
Yeah, we wanted some more information.
so we said
Yeah.
we're gonna talk to the bird locals about it.
And so that puts us into that's the end of that session. And the next one was we foraged him for poisons, woke up the next day. What do we do next?
We kind of made our way to the ziggurat.
Mm-hmm.
We just kept exploring until we got to the ziggurat, and then
Wait, what the fuck's the ziggurat? The ziggurat, like the unclimbable tower? Is that where you guys slept in the lobby?
No. So
we started
Totally
exploring
different thing.
again.
They
Yeah, we started-
they slept here in this temple that they discovered. This
Okay.
was kind of like carved into this mountain behind it. And in this temple, they found a very beautiful and elaborate carving of a stork, essentially, of a crane.
Okay.
They decided not to push deeper into that temple, and they embarked outwards to try and find the abandoned village that Aslos's bear told y'all about. And when they ventured south down the river here, where their token currently is the abandoned village that they found. And the village was built in the form of a ziggurat.
Okay.
Big
There
ass
was a-
Mayan temple.
yeah, it's like a Mayan temple. We couldn't go inside necessarily, so we were making our way
No
up
doors.
the stairs. And to make our way up the stairs, we had to solve several puzzle/riddle things of like we would see images and we have to like bring a bird feather with us or
A flower.
have
That
like a
was
certain
that
flower.
trickster god
Always
snake was?
the snake come into our mouth. No big deal.
Is that what
Yeah,
that
this-
trickster god
That one.
page was?
Not quite yet.
Yeah. So we had to do all that, and we got to like the top of what's it called, Oralunga,
Yeah,
and
Orlunga.
and then like at the top or like inside or whatever, we met the oracle, and the oracle is like a big
He's
like
a
a
Naga.
Naga. Naga.
A
Snake.
snake boy, but not an evil snake boy.
Oh, he's a Naga. Is he?
and then he told us
Nice.
about the trickster gods.
Yeah, and what did he? How did he explain the trickster gods? Or would it be more helpful to kind of recap that lore at the beginning of this session?
Are they like the old gods? The older
They.
gods?
Yeah, I
It-
know.
it seemed like the trickster gods would help us.
Yeah,
Like,
so
Are they like
if
minor
we can
deities
get
or what?
pieces of
The
information. Yeah,
Yanti
they're like
killed
minor
the-
deities, but they're ancient.
The Yanti killed them back in the day, basically, but they're spirits, so they're still in their temples, and they're likely allies because of that fact.
So each of them will provide us with a piece of information to help us find the totem spirit we're looking for. Essentially.
Sweet.
So
then
now
that
we've
was the end of
identified
last
that the temple has one of the gods in it. So our next goal was to go to the Stork village and basically ask them information about it, like how do we get in it, or like how do we, like what's in it,
What do we
expect? Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Okay.
And
Temple. That was the plan for sure.
and the last session ended kind of mid-conversation with this Naga. I thought. I don't believe y'all had left yet or anything.
No.
So that conversation can continue. And even like Jaryu, you can ask any questions about like the trickster gods or what you'd like.
I like to think that Jaryu went on a 2-week bender and stumbled out of the woods and just like climbed the steps to the temple and is just there now.
Perfect. And he just stumbles inside.
He
We can work
slithers
with that.
inside.
He got lost in the woods.
Perfect. So leading up to the trickster gods and the oracle, do you have any questions or need any clarification on anything, Andrew?
No, I'll catch up. I mean, Jaryu's not very smart, so.
It's just
Yeah.
a character. Does anyone else have anything that they want to ask a question about or want to have clarified?
Good.
Okay. Then let's just kind of jump back to where we were. So here is the page of the oracle inside of the top of the ziggurat. And I will leave it to y'all, I guess, if you, like I said, if you would kind of like a little bit of a refresher on the trickster gods, if you'd like to ask the oracle anything else about them. Here is the tablet that he has kind of like behind him on the wall of this shrine, where you can clearly see each of the trickster gods that he described to you, as well as their names carved below them. As you can see, there are 9, and the oracle has just finished describing to you the trickster god's place in Raptua. He has explained to all of you, I guess I'll recap their lore just quickly out of character, then we can hop in. He explained to you that the trickster gods are kind of minor deities native to Raptua, where Alargian would be the goddess of nature in Malnova. She doesn't really have a place here in Raptua so far. That nature and wild spirit is instead inhabited, or was inhabited, by the trickster gods, the kind of primal and nature forces of Raptua. And they were worshipped by the peoples of Raptua long ago. After the 1T came about and began to expand their empire many, many centuries ago, they, in an attempt to control the peoples of Raptua, killed the trickster gods. But as the Oracle explained to you all, just because they are dead does not mean that they are lost. And their spirits continue to live on with a deep hatred for the Wanti, obviously, as the peoples do as well. And as y'all do as well. And so he suggests that possibly the spirits of these trickster gods might be able to assist you in some way due to kind of a shared grievance against the Wanti. And that is when he showed you this elaborate relief. And the camera now pans back to the group of you and the Oracle. And to set the stage for the Oracle a little bit, especially for you, Jaryu, the Naga is quite impressive. A solid 9 feet tall, coiled up in this shrine. The Naga sports kind of a humanoid face. It's not a serpentine face necessarily. Some additional information that the Naga provided last time was that the fact that Naga are not natural, but instead created. A construct, almost, with specific tasks of guarding or protecting, right? And the Naga said that he is here to answer any questions about Raptura or these lands that you might have, but he was explicitly disallowed by his creator to talk about his creator in any way. He can't answer any questions about
No details. Yeah,
the creator. That is kind of a
Tried.
creation
Yeah.
inhibition against his programming. And so the Naga turns back to the group of you and looks across you. Do you believe you have seen any clue of the trickster gods of Raptor so far?
We smelled something really sweet that we couldn't explain. That be one of the trickster gods?
Unless it is a trick by Wongo. That might just be one of the natural wonders of this land.
What would Wongo look like? Wongo's not translating to my knowledge of things.
The Naga casts kind of a forlorn look to the etchings and then back to you. These gods. I will not pretend that they are good. Some of them are. But many are tricksters for a reason. Wongo is the most evil of all of these. A truly horrible force. Awesome, but horrible.
Would you mind pointing to which one Wongo is?
Yes. Wongo.
Hey, there's that face. We saw in Malnova chat.
Yeah, what was with the face, by the way?
Mm-hmm. He turns back to you. Each of the trickster gods takes their form from one of the peoples of Raptor. Wongo is what we call here a Sioux monster. I don't know necessarily how to describe it to you. Think almost monkey-like, but demonic.
And he might be tricking us with
Hell
sweet
yeah,
smell.
demonic monkeys?
Okay.
You gotta hate snakes.
Like
I
I
think
said,
he knows about the little black creatures, my little black buddies.
and he gives a smile when you ask about them. The Chingwas, yes.
Yeah, the
Chingwas.
Chingwas.
They are curious creatures. I do not
Do
know.
they?
Hmm?
Do they follow a certain trickster god?
They follow you. Wait, they are following you?
I mean, I've seen them like 3 times. They're pretty cool. They like my good berries.
That is very interesting. The Chingwas are very sensitive creatures. They are forces of nature in their own right. A bridge between this realm and the next. They cannot speak, but that does not mean that they can't communicate with you. Listen to them. They are forces beyond this plane's strength.
And we danced with those, by the way. That was cool.
Yeah, Vito was there.
They like to dance.
Hey, Snake Man, can you tell me more about the snail thing?
Ah, the trickster god Unk. A a peaceful soul. These creatures, these gods, their positioning here is not by accident. And you can see that he's gesturing to where they lie in this grid-like formation. Some abide by law. Others enjoy the chaos. Some are good, some are evil. But one of none of those things. Unk does not listen to any laws but her own. No morality but her own. She is neutral in every way of the word.
Who's the nicest of the trickster gods?
Ah,
You said Wango was the most evil, right?
yes. Wongo's most favored foe, Moa.
Oh, Moa,
Moa Moa.
like the Moa.
We killed that guy.
The Moa. You know of it.
Yeah,
Yes, we're familiar.
we met.
They are named after the trickster god Moa, the god of the lizards in the north.
Call back.
What was that?
You think that guy will like us, even though we killed one of their?
We could
It
say
stinks.
maybe that'll bring us together.
What can you tell us about this? The bird-looking trickster god.
Papazato. Yes. Do not underestimate the cranes. They are beautiful, graceful creatures. But they are not good. Papazato is evil.
Oh,
This is no mistake. But he will not trick you or lie to you. Papazato is a crane of his word and his promise. They just might not always align with you.
I mean, we met some cranes and they seem pretty chill.
And the Naga kind of smiles. When you interact with the Iblis, watch yourself. Watch yourself.
Can you say it one more time? Parcelatu?
Papazato.
Papa,
That was so
You're
off.
close.
That's way off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was so confused, but now I understand why. Let me help you.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't realize y'all couldn't see these. I was like, why are
I'm
they
trying to make notes of
asking?
you, Gable.
I was trying to put Wongo the stronger
Oh.
Wonko, but it didn't.
Yeah, I saw the
It's
Wongo.
Ah.
That's
I
all
was
I
Man,
like, why the fuck are they asking? It's right there.
Well, because
my
Matt
spelling is
metagaming,
pretty
David.
close.
Yeah, I really thought. Wow. And he magically
That was
reveals
close
their
to a lot of
names.
these, though.
Unk. Hell yeah.
Can you tell us more about Kubazan?
Kubazan. Yes. The froggy myth. Kubazan has a good heart, but follows no law no rule. In fact, Kubazan is more dependable to be undependable.
Interesting. I gotta know about Obaloco. He looks kind of mean but cute. Obalaka?
Obulaka, yes. Obulaka is a funny creature. What would you like to know?
How's he funny?
And you can kind of see a small smile spread across the Naga's face. Obolaka is a free spirit. It is the form of a Zorbo. I don't know if you know these creatures not from Raptua, but it is a small tailless monkey-like creature, fuzzy and round. I don't know how to describe it. Obulaka is a cautious, scared creature. One of habit and routine.
I put our map on the ground in front of him and I ask if he could mark where these temples are located.
And the Naga kind of shakes his head. I know not of the temple locations. My creator did not bestow me with such knowledge, but there's a good reason for this. I was created before their creation. These temples are built by the peoples of Raptua. Their trickster gods can leave these temples freely, of course. The spirits. And interact with one another and others, such as Obtau. But as for their actual building, that was done by people. After I was created and sealed in this shrine by my creator.
Do you know of a phrase or a handshake that will let them know that we're cool?
My creator did not bestow me with such knowledge.
Thunder, not everybody has handshakes.
I just want to meet Unk.
Obalaka seems really cool. Obalaka. That's gonna be a tricky one to get. He's all scared.
I'm ready to find some temples.
Well, which temple should we go for?
Didn't you already find the crane one?
Yeah, but he said Papazzato's evil. I don't know if we want to talk to the evil one first.
Well, the only other one in this area is Wango, and he's the super evil one.
Yeah.
I think Papazzato's probably the best option to go to first.
I'm down to definitely get into it with this.
Yeah, because like it sounds like as long as you don't break his rules, he's not gonna try to screw us over, you know.
But Croag Unk,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And to put it in a more mechanical terms,
Nang.
each of these trickster gods represents an alignment.
We already figured it out, David.
I'm just making sure. Just making sure. And the Naga stares at you, lowers its brow.
Well, might as well ask about the other.
Yeah, no, we need to write. We're writing all this down. This is happening.
Moa.
Yeah, tell us about Shagambi.
Shagambi. Shagambi is a beautiful creature. Again, I don't know if you are familiar with this type of creature, but she takes the spirit form of a Kamadan. She teaches us to fight evil with honor.
Ooh.
She is most widely celebrated and virtualized by Tabaxi clan, the river valleys.
Oh, look at Thunder.
Oh yeah,
There we go. Yeah, obviously.
Thunder's like, yeah, it's like my favorite god.
Yeah. Thinking like, damn, like I should have been paying attention in Sunday school.
Fuck.
And then Shigambe walked across the water.
No, we're definitely
Do I know Shigambi, David?
I think that you would vaguely know the name, but the Naga makes it clear that the reverence is really only in like one Tabaxi clan, not yours, or even across all Tabaxi. Especially nowadays, these trickster gods are close to forgotten by most people. There are small pockets of different races that might celebrate them or have kind of assigned themselves to be their protectors of the temple that they erected. But
Fire
it's
Sun Warrior.
what's that?
Oh, sorry. Fire Sun Warriors Avatar.
Dude, I was thinking of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But you have to remember that these gods were killed 7, 8, 9 centuries ago. So it's been quite a lot of time has passed, and so I don't think it would be surprising that.
Those are just cool.
I don't think it would be surprising that that you wouldn't have heard of Shigambi Thunder.
Gotcha.
I mean, what about, is this Ijin? Ijin?
Yijin, yes. Yijin is also a. Yes. You have rabbits. And the Naga kind of smiles. Kidding. She is not a rabbit. She is now Mirage. I'm guessing you do not have these where you come from.
They look kind of like rabbits.
I just shake my head no. I've never
Rabbits
heard that
is
word in my
fun.
life.
And a small chuckle comes from the Naga. If you see one, you will know it is not just a rabbit. Trust me. Yijin teaches us to take the path least expected. She's fickle and unpredictable, never sticks to a plan, and is sporadic. The polar opposite to Obalaka. I believe that leaves one that you're curious about.
Nang nang.
Nang Nang. Personally, one of my favorite names on this etching. Nang Nang. He takes the spirit form of a grung. If you know of these.
Is that a frog?
A little frog. Quite poisonous, greedy, selfish, and cruel. She is a skilled hunter and a thief. Truly a creature of shadows.
Beautiful.
Are there any other questions that you have for me?
Or can you offer any kind of guidance on who you think we should approach or any kind of order?
I think that it would be wise to remember who each trickster god is unpleasant with. They are not all a band of friends or merrymakers. There are bitter rivalries, enemies, and unpleasantries between them. Always remember that these are trickster gods, not some virtuous pantheon. I would bear it in mind when speaking to others. And do not be afraid to be trickful yourself to the trickster gods.
I hold out 2 fists in front of me, and I ask him to pick one,
No.
Got him.
please.
I am not allowed by my creator to make such a choice.
Put my arms
So do we still want to hit up Papa Zottle first?
I
I
think
think
so.
we'll
He-
go to the Stork Village
We're here.
first, and then we'll make our way back.
Now, my deal is that
Yeah, see what the storks know about Papa Zommel.
And the Naga kind of takes a bow and raises its large head back up. If you ever have any questions about me, the history, or the land of Raptor, feel free to visit me once again.
Thank you, Oracle.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much.
And the Oracle kind of shakes its head. There is no need for platitudes. This is why I was created.
Al doesn't know how to take that.
Yeah, I like slowly back like leave the temple we're in.
And the Naga begins to coil up and kind of slither into its back chamber as it leaves you all alone. And the group of you leave the shrine. Now, you can see that the staircase is, as it's depicted here, a straight line descending downwards. You would assume that this is due to some kind of magical transformation bestowed upon you by the Oracle, but it definitely makes traversing the ziggurat much simpler, as you can now just walk up and down its base and its stairways
Thank
to
God.
reach the Oracle again.
Sweet.
Jin's having nightmare flashbacks to the staircase with the snakes.
I know. Some of you got cut by thorns.
Owie.
Alright, well, let's go to the Stork Village.
Yeah, and the group of you descend downwards.
This is Stork Village. Oliver, right here.
And yeah, you're not far, are you?
You guys want to take
Not-
the long route to uncover some of these?
Yeah, I
I
want to.
don't see why not. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, can we get a time? What time is it?
I believe it's like 11 a.m.
Okay. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, we can do that.
And the group of you decide to head directly east. And as you walk east, you can see that your path is kind of quickly cut off as you walk up to the large face of the other side of this mountain range. There's not much to walk through here.
So I imagine it takes less than an hour because we're not walking all the way into it.
Yeah, that's fair.
God damn it, are you?
Um,
We can't always rely on thunder. It's been bad.
Whoa, Aslos can roll too here.
it's been bad.
Aslos can
And
map this out.
actually,
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
No. Aslos.
Thunder successfully did it.
Okay.
He rolled
Oh.
17.
Oh no, that was.
Oh, I thought we rolled again. I don't know why.
We
The
didn't move yet.
the group of you actually stumble upon a random encounter in this hex
Ooh.
as you're
Oh.
traveling. And so what I'm going to need from you as I pull up my table here, is a D100.
I got this one.
Ooh.
Everyone or
Huge.
36.
Just someone.
okay.
Easy peasy.
36, okay.
It's one kobold.
Ah.
He has 8 HP.
36 dragons.
I would like for all of you to roll me a perception check as you head into this hex. You're traveling normally. There's no disturbance. You don't notice anything. As you are continuing to walk.
Yeah, it's better.
Wow. And as the group of you are walking through this hex, kind of against like this rock face wall, Ventus, you notice just a slight kind of in the air, like a swish of like an arc of sparkles, of almost like glitter, that just kind of arc out in front of you, maybe the size of a plate, and they just kind of slowly cascade down until they disappear into nothingness.
Whoa. Oh, did you guys see that?
No.
No?
Maybe.
I'm looking pretty good. I didn't see anything.
I'm looking around to see if there's like more sparkles around me.
No other hint of anything. You kind of look around, look up, you try to find the source of them, and you're not given anything. There's nothing there for you to see. It's a little confusing, I think.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I thought I saw something shiny.
And you can press forward. Okay. And the group of you decide to kind of head southwest a little bit as you follow this this rise around. And you are fortunately able to map it out pretty well. You can see that in this hex, it not only
Do you need help?
illustrates kind of the rise, but also the river bank once again, as it begins to kind of carve a path towards you. And it is now noon.
So,
All right, guys. So how are we? Are we just walking up there?
Hey, me walk this.
you want to maybe we come behind slowly, or give them a warning that we're coming, or do we all just walk in there?
No, well, I told them I was looking for the spider, and I was by myself, so I don't know how they're gonna feel if we all come in there at the same time.
You want to go back in there by yourself?
I
Said trust them. There was that too.
I feel like if anyone
Like-
comes with me, it should be Thunder.
Yeah, why don't we have a delegation? I like the idea of a delegation party. We're only, 100. We're in the tree line,
Yeah, but
y'all-
we need to be close by just in case.
Yeah, I want to be as close as we can with y'all to be able to break the ice, or maybe it's just y'all two. You don't have
Don't
to.
we know invisibility too? If somebody else wants to come, just in case.
Yeah, we can do that.
All I can do is really like fuck shit up, kill things.
I mean, I think we'll be fine. I mean, they weren't really hostile towards you, right, Ventus?
No, but they wanted me to have a meal with them. So if we're trying to befriend them, I don't know if we're, if I should like stay with them.
I mean, they do follow don't they follow a lawful evil trickster god?
Yeah.
That's something to take into
Not
consideration.
the most evil, but pretty
Do we-
evil.
Do we know if they follow this Papa Swivel?
I mean, they had it on their center, right against us, the biggest house in the middle of their village.
Oh,
They
okay.
had that same symbol. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's a different stork.
I'm okay with sitting back and letting y'all handle questions, or we all go in. I mean, it's one or the other. I do like the idea of both of y'all, right? Because you're wrapped to you're a
Yeah,
bird.
I think more than one. I think Thunder, yeah, you should go alone. And if someone wants to go invisible with them, that's fine. But definitely do the delegation thing.
And during this conversation, Ventus, you kind of feel like a soft poke almost on kind of on your side. And as you look down to inspect it, you can see that wedged in between your white feathers is a red macaw feather. Like a child has tried to stick it inside of you. And it's awkwardly kind of hanging out. Clearly not your feather.
I pluck it out and I kind of like show it to everyone, and then hope everyone like realizes like someone put this on me.
That's not. Yeah, that's not your feather. Are you changing?
You
I
dye
look
your
around,
feathers?
Fail, do I
see-
have? When have I had ever had red feathers?
I've never seen it.
Roll a perception check for me, Hobjorn.
Boo.
I would
Yeah,
like
it's
to
a
do a
big boo.
perception check.
Okay. And as you kind of brandish it and quickly look around, Ventus, you see kind of falling from your side where you pulled the feather out, a few like glitter sparkles falling out.
What the? Is there more glitter that like comes out? Like, can I shake it and?
Yeah, like kind of like almost like Tinkerbell glitter as
Yeah,
you kind of like ruffle it off.
Guys, what's happening? I like shake, just like whatever is producing glitter.
It must be magic.
And it looks like Halbjorn, you cast See Invisibility. And yeah, you would reveal what it is. You can see kind of flying about head level next to Ventus, watching him, almost like with its hand covering its mouth so that you can't hear it laugh, is a green fairy dragon.
Yeah, so
And I'm gonna post a picture here of what a fairy dragon looks like.
I like to think that inside of my pupil, not my pupils, in the iris, it's like lit up with magic. And I point, and I'm like, there's a green flying dragon thing right in front of you, Ventus.
Dragons?
I think it's invisible.
I just try and stare like intently in front
It's
of me.
smaller
like-
than a normal dragon. Much smaller than a normal dragon.
Yeah, it's probably about the size of like almost like a butterfly. No, it is.
I pull out Froyo to try and help me find the dragon.
And whenever you pull out Froyo immediately senses the dragon, like a cat sensing a mouse under the cupboard, and stares intently
Are we
at
around
it.
any water?
You're like a few minutes probably away from the bank of the river.
Oh, I'm gonna dump the water out of my water skin, and I'm gonna shape water around it, and then like get it wet, and then freeze it.
Ooh.
When you do so, you splash it and then freeze it using shape water, and the fairy dragon whose wings are fluttering stop, and it falls, and it hits the ground and becomes visible, and it kind of like turns and looks up at all of you, and you can hear it speak out to you in a voice. It is in a tiny little voice, like a pipsqueak voice. And I don't know if any of you can speak this language necessarily.
I can understand all languages.
Oh.
Yep.
Always.
Then you hear it call out in
it has to be
Draconic.
spoken. It has to be spoken.
Yeah, it says it out loud.
Okay.
It yells out in Draconic. And in a little pipsqueak voice.
What does it say? Oh, whatever that says. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's not showing it for me.
Oh, because you don't have a token. It just says, hey.
Oh. I look at Froyo and I'm wondering if it's like safe or if she knows anything about this thing.
She's staring very intently at the dragon and kind of grunts out at it. also
I,
in Draconic.
I try to like hold the feather out and give it back to him, even though he's frozen.
And you can see its one little hand trying to reach out for the feather, trying to grab it.
I put it in its hand.
And you can see the fairy dragon smile, kind of slightly, and it says to you, "Thank you for not being mad."
You're welcome. Who are you?
And you can see it struggling to flap its wings. "If you unfreeze me, I'll help you."
How could you help us? I don't know if you could be very useful to us.
And you see a tiny puff of smoke escape its nostrils in protest.
I unfreeze it.
And when you do that, it flutters its wings again and flies up to your eye level, Ventus. "I'll answer any 3 questions you want."
It says it'll answer any 3 questions for us.
How do we know we can trust it? Don't ask that.
I don't think we should. Froyo doesn't seem like she likes it.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask the questions, right?
You can hear Froyo's voice in your mind, kind of almost talking to herself. "Why is it so weak and small?"
I don't know, Froyo. You should be the expert on this. Have you seen a dragon like that before?
You can feel that Froyo is just perplexed as she continues to stare at it. And the fairy dragon rises a little higher. "If you don't want that, I'll just leave."
It says it's gonna leave if we don't ask it questions, guys.
Oh no, we should.
Yeah.
Ask
I have
it
no idea what
where
question
its
to
temple
ask.
is. Where is that temple?
Temple of who?
Please go.
Do you follow one of the trickster gods?
And you can see the fairy dragon kind of cock its head. "What's a trickster god?"
Okay, I guess. Is that one of the? Oh wait, no, I'm not gonna answer that. Don't ask that one.
And
I wonder if
you
that
can see a
counts as one
big,
of the questions.
you can see a big grin kind of spread across his face. "One down."
I don't think it knows anything about the
It didn't
trickster
answer
gods.
the question though. So how does it count?
Yeah, it answered a question with a question.
Well, then this is useless. You
I
can
mean-
just do that to all the questions.
It's implied that he doesn't know, so there's his answer, right? That's
He could be tricking us.
Like a trickster god?
might be. Yeah,
Kill
no,
him.
she's
Kill this guy.
What else should I ask him?
Do you want a good berry?
No, Thunder. I'm not asking you that.
Is there another temple that other than the stork temple nearby?
So wait, he's been hanging around the storks. Maybe we should ask him about the storks and if they're trustworthy.
Do you think the stork people are trustworthy?
And the fairy dragon kind of lowers its brow.
Okay, that's confirmed. That's 2 sources right there, so we know that.
Yeah.
Alright, maybe we shouldn't talk to these sword people yet.
And the last time I talked to them, they didn't seem like
but
they
that
were
could have been
We
just
either talk to
trying to
them
lure
and go to
you
the
in.
temple, or we just go to the temple.
I don't like the idea of sending 2 people in there alone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can't be close, I'm starting to worry more. I'm with you, Jen. We could just
This
fucking
fairy
wing
dragon
it.
doesn't like him.
Do you
Let's
think we should
all
bring this
go.
guy?
I mean, we don't have to try to be aggressive or try to fight them, but
We could do that.
Yeah, because there could be something, right, that will really help us out in the time.
like we
yeah,
can come in
no, that's
there
what
like we totally are
did.
intending to, you know, like we're here peacefully. We're not trying to fight or do anything. We just want information, ask some questions, like, and if they want to be aggressive, then that's on them. But
So we should just
Keep
ask if
going.
people want to be aggressive.
we should what?
Just go in there and be like, "You want to try to be aggressive or what?"
Just tell them you got 2 options here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Hey,
itching
we
to
have
fight,
one more
so-
question. We have one more question. What should we ask it?
Will he be our
is there
companion?
Don't waste-
Fairy
don't-
dragon
don't
thing.
waste a
Would-
question on that.
Oh, never mind.
Dragon thing.
Maybe he will be.
Wow.
You're just gonna say no. And
Oh,
then fly
ask him
off
about the
because it's a
smell.
stupid question.
Ask him about the smell thing.
Oh, sure. Can you tell us anything about that sweet smell we've been smelling around this area?
And another grin across the fairy dragon's face.
Oh, the flowers! The flowers!
What flowers are there important in some kind of way?
That's another question.
And the fairy dragon flies away.
I was wondering if we asked like an extra question or something, if it was gonna transform into like a full-size dragon and we had to fight it.
Next time we're killing the next one we see.
What the fuck?
And I
Only
just
issue
get ready to
is
leave.
that the storks are not trustworthy. Okay. Cool. All right, well, let's head to the Ebers village.
Well, and a hint that we should look for flowers next time we smell the sweet smell.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got
maybe
a
we
trail.
can make a cool
can,
poison or something out of it.
We can scout that out. Yeah.
Who knows?
All right, I'm down. Here we go.
Or just a really good
You
jersey.
guys want to do these other 2 squares before we go to the village, or what?
Well, that's gonna be adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours to our trip. Did we do that?
We'll just
Yeah,
come back
no, I
through
vote
here,
no.
I guess, if we have to go through here or whatever.
Yeah, we might be able to time out. We can camp out over there or something and go hit the temple in the morning or something.
And the group of you to get to the village have to cross the river. How are you choosing to cross it?
It's a boat ride.
How wide is it at this point?
What's up?
How wide is the river?
The river is decently wide here, about 10 feet.
Okay, I'll pull out my rope of climbing and make myself a little bridge
Okay.
across.
I'm using shaped
job,
water
Ben.
to freeze the water that I'm currently stepping over.
Wow. Cool.
I fly with
Um,
Halbjorn.
And I'm sure our athletic boys are just jumping.
Oh yeah.
I also
Easy.
offered to shape water for other people since Thunder was so rude and didn't offer it for anybody.
I'm never rude.
And the group of you reach the outskirts of the Ebers village. I won't send you in there automatically, but we'll say that as the group of you cross the river and kind of head up into where this river meets, you can see off in the distance the reeds of the Ebers village that you have already visited, Ventus. We'll say it's about maybe like 200 yards away as the group of you get a little bit closer to this confluence.
Can I tell if it's like the same group of storks are there, or?
I don't think you'd be able to at this distance.
Okay.
You can see movement. You know that there's some storks there, but you wouldn't be able to like identify like is that the same one I talked to or anything like that.
I think we can just walk up there, guys.
Now let's just do it. Let's just do it. I'm gonna look non-threatening.
Okay.
I'll also look
Yeah.
up there. I'm gonna walk up there like we're friends.
The group of you stride up there as friendly as you can as you head on up. When
And
you
I want to take the
Uh-huh.
lead when we walk up too. I just want to, be up front.
Okay, sure. Yeah, the group of you head into the village. The village in its own way is actually quite nice. The buildings are tall and long. You can see that the reed structures have been built for a species that is much larger than any of you, probably beyond Aslos. For you, Aslos, it's actually constructed kind of perfectly. These doorways are nice and tall. You don't have to worry about bumping your head. It's quite nice because I do need to remind you, these stork are like 7.5 to 8 feet tall. They are menacing in their own right. And as the group of you approach, you can hear them let out a soft honking as they see you striding towards them. They kind of freeze and watch you as the group of you walk forward. And you can see Ventus, that kind of the chieftain here, the largest Ebris, at a solid 8 feet tall, begins to stride forward as a group of you approach the entrance to the village. And the Ebris looks at you, Ventus, and says, "Our bird friend, I thought you said you came alone."
Hello. Not this time. You know how I said I was looking for the eight-legged creature?
And
I found it, and I also found companions to assist me.
so, what brings you here then?
Well, we heard about the trickster god, Papa Zottel, and
And when you say that, there's a bit of kind of murmur, some honking among the crane
Oh.
folk.
Okay.
Yes.
did I say something wrong?
It has been a long time since someone not in our village has mentioned the name of Papa Zottel.
Could I use my ring to dispel speak with animals to understand what they're saying in case like they're
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, do you mean to their honking?
yeah.
Yeah. You take your ring and you kind of twist it on your finger as it releases some green wisps of magic. And I'm sorry, Thunder. They're not really saying anything. They're just kind of honking.
Wow.
Kind of a noise of excitement. But now you know they are not speaking behind your back. And the head Iblis. Do you remember his name?
Tento.
Nice.
Tinto.
Tinto. He beckoned you to come into the village after you mentioned Papa Zottel. And
I just look back to the group and I just give him like a nod to, like it seems okay.
Yeah, I give him the thumbs up back.
and they are speaking common for the group of you.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know. And yeah, Tinto leads you into the village. You can see that the village is probably like 30 or so strong, and most of them are watching the group of you from their hut, from their cabins. And Tinto leads you into what could be described maybe as like the main kind of structure of the Reed village. You can see a large platform has been constructed, like a gathering grounds of sort, a forum. And in the back of this forum is a large hut, larger than any of the others. And this is the structure that you saw, Ventus, on your way out. Above the threshold to enter this large structure is a beautiful relief of the same etching that you saw in the Oracle's shrine of Papa Zottel. And so once you're in this opening, this platform of sorts, other Iblis are starting to kind of gather and watch you all as Tinto turns to acknowledge the group of you. I don't know if your friend here has told you, but my name is Tinto. I am the chieftain of this village.
Hi,
Hail
Tinto.
and well met.
And so you have learned of Papa Zottel? Why?
Yeah.
We seek his help.
You seek Papa Zottel's help.
Yeah, we might have a common enemy.
You must forgive me, for your words confuse me, to be entirely truthful.
You are
Not
forgiven.
many even... When you say that, more honking. There are not even many Iblis nowadays that are aware of Papa Zottel's name. Even less outsiders. And yet you not only know his name, but you come to him for help. Please, help me understand.
I'm looking at the others to see if they want to chime in.
We met a Naga who explained that the Yanti and the trickster gods have ancient beef.
And
Those
when you
damn
say one
Yanti.
T, more honking. They're even kind of clicking their beaks at you.
And I say it loudly but quietly. I hate Yanti.
Is this like a good honk? Is it
spit.
like
You aren't sure. They're kind of opening their wings, like it's definitely a display of some sort. But to what degree and if it's in your favor or not, I think would be difficult to understand. I see. So, you wish to enlist the favor of Papa Zato?
Of Daddy Zato?
I think we need it to try to thwart the 1T.
Yes. The 1T are a horrible empire, and their grasp reaches this far. Unfortunate to say.
oh, it reaches further than this. Tento, I'm sorry.
Way further.
Well, that is saddening news.
Where we
My
come
brothers. And where is it you come from?
from. Across the world. Beyond Reptua.
Beyond Raptua. I did not know such a thing existed.
Really far. I've come from really far up north. Like big snowy mountains.
What is snow?
Very cold white stuff that falls from the sky. Oh, and I do a minor illusion and show him.
When you do this loud honking, it's no longer subdued. A few Iblis are kind of stepping forward to see better what you're doing. And Papa Zato kind of raises a wing. Stop!
Tento.
None of this.
I stop.
So, why are you here, then? You wish to seek Papa Zato's fortune, his favor.
We're hoping you could maybe provide some guidance as to his temple and what to expect, or what we would do.
You even know of the temple. You are quite enlightened, the group of you. Yes, there is a temple to Papa Zato. It is where he was originally buried, by my ancestors, long ago. Our town here takes the responsibility of maintaining such a temple. However, we lost access to it quite some time ago, sadly.
How
Perhaps
so?
we could help.
He looks outward on the horizon, and you can see his gaze drift to the large spire that rises above the landscape with the fire at the top of it. The one that you have seen many times now in the night. Do you see that spire there?
Yes, we've actually seen it a couple times that night.
I'm sure. We name it Firefinger. It is the tallest peak in this area. Firefinger is ruled by a king, the Pterodons. They are vassals to the 1T. The Pterodon have subjugated the Iblis here in these river valleys. They unfortunately are much more skilled at flying than we are. And they take the high ground there at Firefinger, subjugating us. We can't fight back because we can't fly that high. Or for that long. The way to access the temple of Papa Zato is an idol that unseals the magic, preventing you to progress further. You'll see that there's a resting spot for it. Keystone. And the altar there, at the front.
And they
The
have
Pterodons, yes. They have raided our village many times, killing our women, our men, and our children, our nestlings. They take our valuables, our food, and our treasures. If you can recover the idol from Firefinger, then you're welcome to use it to gain access to the temple. As long as we can have it afterwards.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll bring it back to you as a sign of good faith.
I mean, point it on the map, I guess. I mean, direction.
And yeah, he kind of marks a spot for it on your map. It's almost due west of here. And fortunately for you, you can kind of see it just there in the landscape, so it's not not necessarily difficult to find.
Okay, well, I don't have any more questions.
It's good.
And he looks to you, Ventus. Don't return to this village unless you have it. You know too much.
Okay. And I back away uncomfortably.
Yeah.
I ain't shook.
And Jerry, you stand your ground as
Yeah,
Tinto takes a step forward.
I give him like a mean mug.
You are brave, but small.
Dang.
I'm annoyed because I know I can just destroy Tento with like, you know, give it 6 seconds. I can destroy him, but
So I try to break the
we have to be
ice or
friends with
like
him.
the tension. So I'm like, hey, Tinto, you guys kind of have a bad rap with, you know, all your neighbors. Do you know why everyone hates you so much?
And
Back. I just kind of look at him like, what?
I like you, Tento.
Hawthorne
That's why I
starts
gave you the
slowly
feather.
backing up.
You've treated us fairly, so
Aslo
we can
starts
put in
all
a
the
good
way
word for you. You know.
That's so funny. Helbjorn, you rolled an insight check as that question was being asked. I imagine this is Aslos' expression. Oh wait, fuck. Hold on. What's your insight check for?
I was checking to see if I believed him about the pterodons or whatever.
Yeah, you think that they might be like leaving out some information, but they aren't lying, if that makes sense. Maybe lying a little by omission.
Right.
And Tinto takes a step forward to you, Jin, and kind of peers down at you. You don't really grasp the enormosity of these crane people until you're really standing up against one. And he says to you, almost kind of proudly, "We were conquered by the pterodons with the help of the Wanti. But before then, we were the rulers of this river valley, and the people here remember it."
I nod and I say, I get that. You know, I'm not a stranger to unsavory reputations.
And he kind of clicks his beak in return. You don't necessarily know what this body language means, but it's a little unnerving.
Dude, big bird noises are fucking scary.
I wish I had like a sound
back at him,
effect.
but like respectfully.
And you can hear some honks that you decide to return as respectful. The body languages here are a little difficult to read. I think it would kind of remind you of having to be in Grand City with the 1T, where you just don't quite know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But Tinto takes a step back and clicks his beak a couple times at the etching of Papazotl. Well, we will hopefully see you soon then.
Or not at all.
Or never again.
And there's not any more information on the pterodons you'd like to help us inform us about. They're super bad evil people that took your statue.
Idle.
And
They
not
are
people,
terrible.
Pterodons.
They are terrible. But, to be fair, the Iblis were also terrible when we had the chance. They will not think twice about taking you and dragging you off the top of Firefinger.
I did produce flame on my finger.
High stakes is what I just heard. Yeah, okay.
All right, and I give a little bow. I'm super short.
And they all kind of
Probably can't even see it because I'm below his eye level.
they all kind of honk a return, and the group of you kind of take these honks as like we bid you farewell honks as you leave to the trumpets of the crane people.
Okay, so are we? I'm gonna wait till we leave the village or outside of village.
Yeah,
range.
and after about maybe 5 to 6 minutes, the group of you leave the reeds of the riverbank and head away from earshot. And the Ibris village is a convenient spot for the group of you, not only because of civilization and a place to trade for supplies, but it also provides for you a way to cross the river. The village is built on the confluence of these rivers, and so the way that it's structured is that it essentially functions as a bridge. The way that it's built over the water, so you can pretty freely cross to the other side here, without having to worry about any kind of contamination.
W. Okay.
Let's
Do
go
we want to?
towards the volcano? Right?
Well, do we want to help the Storkfolk or?
Well, I mean,
Well,
Either
either way, we have to
want
get the
train.
idols to get into
Yeah.
the temple, so that we
Yep.
have to go there anyways. I think we don't go there
Yes.
on the pretense of helping the Storkfolk, more of just trying to
Yeah.
get the idol.
We just
And-
no. I think we should be straight up and tell them we just need the idol and farther from there.
Yeah, they might be evil,
Yeah, I
they
agree.
might not be, so we shouldn't approach them as if they're evil, you know?
But they did say they were aligned with the Yanti. They're like,
Yeah, and if that's
Oh,
true, I
yeah.
would
Oh.
nuke the whole place.
Should
Oh
we
yeah, if
approach
that's
them?
true.
We should disguise ourselves again and like.
Oh yeah, we could put our hats
oh
on.
yeah, y'all want to go Yanti style?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
do Yanti
I
style.
kind of agree with that.
1T style. That's so
If
funny.
we get caught as not 1T, wouldn't that be worse? If they catch us in a lie?
Oh yeah, true.
We could probably,
We
if we
don't-
disguise ourselves as one T, we could probably say we need the idol, and we could just like.
And they
I got a
could
feeling
have
we're gonna
allied
kill
with
them.
the 1T, and then the 1T fucked them over, and they hate them now. We don't know. That's kind of happening with the Drow right now, right? So,
Mm, true. We'll give them
Well,
a chance. But I got a feeling we're gonna end up killing these things. Paradigm.
that's fine. You want to fight, don't you, Fael?
Yeah, I mean, I'll do some fighting.
You want to fight some flying dinosaurs?
I don't know about like flying though.
Well.
So,
west-
as you venture out, what direction are you going? Directly west?
Directly towards the
Oh,
volcano.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
fire
I mean-
mountain, whatever. Assume it's-
Firefinger.
And as the group of you embark away from the river's edge, you find yourself going deep into dense jungle. Let's play some new music. We'll play Tense Path. Spooky.
I'm ready.
As the group of you go into deep jungle. Kind of like the jungle that you encountered up here. This is really tough to travel through. But Thunder, you find a way to map it out using some nice landmarks that you're able to discover, and the group of you continue on. Hobjorn, it looks like you used Mirage Arcane.
How much would 1 square mile be in this situation?
Interesting.
I do
Half
deforestation right now.
A quarter.
Let's
No,
see.
Deforestation
Like
can
a-
be an illusion and it all comes back. It's okay. It's not actually gone, it just looks like it's gone.
It'll
and
come back.
We can interact with it as if it's gone, but it is there.
Funny. I have no idea how much a mile would cover. Maybe like a cluster of 3 hexes, kinda.
Okay.
Maybe
Well, like,
2
I should
hexes.
save it
No,
for if it gets
we know it's a
worse.
whole hour. We know a hex is an hour.
Yeah.
Right? So how far can you go walk in an hour?
Walk
an
it.
hour.
Well,
You
we're
can
not
definitely walk
walking
a
flat.
mile. Yeah.
In
Well,
a
I would
jungle,
say it's.
A mile up something is way different than walking a mile flat.
Well,
Yeah,
that whole
true that.
village is in a hex. So how big would you say the village is?
Oh God, I don't know. Well, these are bigger
Okay, he said 3
just for the
hexes. We'll just
artistic.
go with that. Okay.
A cluster of 3,
A
like
cluster
this.
of 3. All right.
Sure.
I think I'm actually. So is this considered difficult terrain where we're currently at?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I'll change it. So, let's do a cluster of which direction would be more towards the volcano?
West. I would say like these 2, including the one you're in.
Okay. Can I fly up to the top of the trees and see how far this dense shit lasts?
I'll let you roll a perception check.
I would like to assist Halbjorn in this.
Okay.
I'll fly up with him.
Yeah, the 2 of you can roll perception checks then.
Got you.
Both of you can see that this dense jungle is broken up by cliffy outcroppings and small rises in the future. It seems as though where you are standing right now, at least in the direction that you're trying to go, this is about as dense as it's going to be. You'll at least get some reprieve from some outcroppings, some rises, some peaks.
Should I use it or not?
It's up to you, mate.
What time is it? It's like
Like 1 in the afternoon.
left, right? We're good.
What are we thinking?
I don't think you need to use it.
Yeah. If we're not that far from other outcroppings and stuff, then I'll hold on to it.
Mm-hmm.
Side note, I can use this to clear out a space for us, or like make a cool space for us to camp in, because it lasts for 10 days.
Dang.
So,
And that would be cool.
it's a high level spell. But
I ain't never seen magic that's crazy. That's
I
wild.
heard high level spell, and I'm like, it's probably not gonna work.
But like I could make 3 of these hexes look like the Sahara Desert if I wanted to, and we would feel it, smell it, everything.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Isn't the Sahara Desert also difficult to?
Yes, but I could make it. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I can just make it.
But I can do it.
I can make
Where
it
do
all
y'all?
an asphalt parking lot.
What hex do y'all head to next?
Let's say,
Straight-
I guess, straight west,
Go
right?
west, yeah.
Due
Okay.
west.
Yeah, you travel about halfway through this hex for about for about 30 minutes or so, until you collide with, hike up to a large outcropping that helps break up the forest here. You're able to kind of walk along the edge of it so that you're not in complete jungle. It does give you some reprieve against the forests of Raptua.
Oh yeah.
And y'all have another random encounter. I need a D100 from someone.
I'll do it.
I'll reveal my dice roll so you can see.
32.
Okay.
It's not a fairy
32.
dragon. Or it might still be.
Oh,
Might be a
another
little
one?
window.
32.
That'd be wild if I rolled another 36.
Ask 3 questions you want.
This was actually just an evil black dragon. Get fucked, guys.
Yeah, the 30s are all dragons, dude. You just don't know which one.
That's funny. Okay. The the group of you continue onward on this hex.
Secret encounter?
Excuse me?
So it's a secret encounter?
It's a rare secret encounter.
Oh, great. Elder Black Dragon.
3 of them. They're somehow teammates.
And Felix is the rider of one of them.
Yeah, 32 is the worst possible.
I can't believe you guys rolled a 32. That's literally the worst of the worst.
And I also need whoops. We'll just say Thunder to do this. I need you to roll me 4d6.
That's a lot.
Wait, why is it making it the +3? I'll just delete that part.
Good, you're done.
Got it.
13
Perfect.
dragons.
Thank you. 13 dragons. Perfect.
It's fine, guys. The whole party's
God.
gone. David's done.
In reverse,
Hey, this is
31,
the
you're
end.
still in the 30s, you're fucked.
13
David's like, you
duck-sized
guys shouldn't talk
dragons.
to the Eagles.
We said they were evil.
Terrain, guys. Should have cleared the terrain.
Sorry, I have a lot of things to roll.
Oh, God.
I need everyone's actually I guess I don't need it right now. As y'all are walking to the next hex, who would you say is in front? Probably Thunder?
Yeah, I would say
Probably.
whoever's trying to
Map.
navigate us.
Map.
Yeah, yeah.
I already
Yeah,
rolled a
that-
26 for the next hex.
So like I'd
so,
be
like,
behind. I would be
Me and
behind.
Thunder, Aslos.
Yeah.
How much
Files
damage did I
taking up
take?
the rear.
Like, yeah. Thunder,
Um,
Jaryu, then Aslos, all in a row.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're all walking in a straight line, both horizontal and vertically.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
hide
we're
our
actually
numbers.
all holding hands and skipping.
Yeah, Jaryu's in the dirt, Aslos is here, and then Thunder's floating above Aslos.
Yeah, I'm on top of Aslos.
Don't
As
forget
Yeah,
that.
we're just
the,
riding on Aslos.
As the group of you push deeper into this jungle, that's funny. Everyone behind Thunder can see him pushing forward, like kind of cataloging on his map, and out of nowhere, completely like trucking through the jungle clearing, leaping outwards, is a velociraptor that attacks you, Thunder.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And it is going to make an attack on you. What is your passive perception, Thunder? Do you know?
It should be pretty decent because I'm Tabaxi.
Well, you failed.
Where do I check for the
I don't think
passive?
that matters.
It-
That's
It's in
just
the
your action.
parentheses of your.
I
20.
truthfully,
What was that?
It's a 20. His is a 20.
Okay,
20?
20.
If you so
Okay.
where you look at the stats on the left, like your skill checks, to the right, the one in parentheses, that's your passive.
Oh, that's the passive. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
hover
you.
over it, it says passive.
and Thunder, you take 6 damage as a velociraptor leaps out and slashes into your side, and emerging out from the forest, the group of you can all see that you are under an ambush.
Ah,
Holy shit.
13 of them.
What the fuck?
God,
As
dude,
these-
last time I roll. Like, why'd you let me roll, guys?
As these velociraptors slowly emerge from the bush, from an ambush. And so I need everyone to roll initiative for me.
Was this because I rolled a 13?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I rolled a 1. God damn. Dude, I've rolled sub 10 on every roll today.
Dang.
And I need everyone's passive perception.
16.
Okay.
18. 15.
Okay.
11.
Again?
So Jaryu, you and Aslos are surprised on this first initiative order.
I'm
shit.
surprised.
And
You're
where do I
surprised.
see,
This round.
where do I see passive
Did that?
perception again?
Did the fist
That means the whole
Go
round
somewhere
goes
else?
by and you can't do anything until the next round.
to roll for initiative?
Where do you see passive perception, everyone?
In the skills,
When you check your skill, check
hover
your far
over to
right.
the right
parentheses.
of whatever skill you're checking, and the one in parentheses is the passive.
10.
Okay, Jen, you also are surprised.
I'm so surprised.
You are just shocked and awed by this turn of events.
So startled.
So
And
startled.
let's
I'm
roll.
full startled right now.
Sharon.
And Ventus, it's your turn.
Okay.
Question: I still have to roll for initiative. I don't see the die next to my name for me to roll
Really?
the
I do.
initiative. Oh, you
At
know
the
what?
bottom there?
It's invisible. What the fuck?
Oh
just
yeah,
clicked
that
where it's
bug
supposed to
happens
be.
sometimes.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I'm flying over to this like rock ledge thing,
Okay. Yeah.
and then I'm just gonna
Uh-oh.
hit these guys with a little breath of the dragon.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might.
And they're gone.
Yeah.
Delete 7 of them.
It's gonna be 2 fire breaths, and then it should be 3d8, I think.
Let me roll a deck save. Yeah, this is gonna be not good.
And then I'm gonna do it a second time for my second attack.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Oh, the damage is 7.
Yeah, the first breath is a 7, and then the second breath it does
That's 19. Do they still take half damage if they fail?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
They just die. You watch as the rippling breath echoes outwards, and as you roil them in flames, they begin to screech and die as they begin to burn in the fire of your breath.
Hallbjorn begins thinking of dinner tonight.
I try and roast them like a perfect golden brown.
Yeah.
But that's
so
my
good.
turn. That'll just be my turn.
Okay, Thunder, it's your turn.
I'm inspired
I polymorph one into an ancient
by
dragon.
his fire attack. So I'm gonna cast Flame Strike,
Okay. Oh no.
and it'll be in this spot.
Okay. You summon a beam of fire, a vertical column of divine fire that roars downwards to the ground. You can roll the damage if you want. It really doesn't matter. If you just want to
Imagine
see what it looks
Aslos,
like.
being surprised is like
Beautiful.
Secretly, I'm
like he's
thinking of
watching
like
a
how
spectacle.
Aslos knows all of my
He's watching
moves,
the show
so I have to
right
like change it up.
That's very funny.
looking to this side. That one's getting burned by flame breath. The other one's getting burned by a pillar of flame. What?
Yeah. You kill all of them. That's Aslos. You just kill all of them again in a burning column of fire that burns downwards into the ground as they scream out in pain and burn to a crisp. Leaves one. Jen, you're surprised.
I'm
Jaryu,
very
you're surprised. And this Velociraptor is going to run faster than this Velociraptor has ever run in his life. He's going to take the dash action to run even further.
His entire pack just died in 6 seconds.
And is going to dash away another 30 feet into the jungle and out of sight. And the group of you are out of combat. Congratulations.
That was amazing, guys.
Well done.
Wow.
How far
was the most
total
surprised
do you
I've
think
ever
he ran
been,
with
dude.
dash? 60 feet?
I
Yeah,
fly over
60
to fly over to Thunder, and I just give him a little fist bump.
I wanna run past Ventus doing the fist bump, and I wanna use feline agility to like
It's
chase
not
after
your
that
turn,
boss.
Thunder. I'm just kidding.
I'll wait for my turn, David.
Let him live, Thunder.
He dashed
No, I'm
120
mad that
feet.
I got bit.
He dashed 120 feet away. It's gonna be hard to catch him.
I mean, the only funny thing in the entire thing is that Thunder got bit by one of them, dude. Like, God, they're so weak.
Dude,
I
I'm
like to
so
think, Thunder,
chill
you
on
just have,
mapping.
you have one,
They
two
came out of
little
nowhere.
holes,
It
like
was
a
an
little
ambush.
mosquito bites.
It is important though. We have like 12 posted up lizard things to eat.
Yeah, you do have the Velociraptor carcasses. Should you
Yum.
want to save them?
Yeah, I'm grabbing them up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's like eating fried snake
Or
Yeah,
alligator.
or alligator.
you grab them
Dude.
and move forward.
Seems like
I'll
all
keep
good.
your survival check from earlier, Thunder, because that was a
Thank you.
good roll. As you continue further,
Ooh, I'm gonna hit
and
that water skin.
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
good idea.
same.
You absolve some of that thirst that you have because y'all have been traveling for a few hours now, deeper into the jungle, and you can see in front of you, kind of rising from the jungle, is a large plateau. This plateau, you can see that resting on it, like I kind of described earlier, the fire finger is not hard to identify. It is a massive spire that travels upwards out of the jungle and can be seen from almost every direction with a large fire resting on the top of it. And so you can see that Firefinger is erected from this plateau that you are now kind of walking upon the edge of. The plateau itself probably rises about 50 feet in the air in front of you as a flat rock face, almost exactly as you can see it depicted here. And as the group of you kind of stride up to this rocky edge, you all take a hit of that sweet, sweet water skin.
Can you ping where the spire is in the darkness so we have an idea? Oh, okay.
Oh, literally next door.
And it's like, what time is it now?
Yeah.
It would be about 3 in the afternoon.
3 in the afternoon. I feel like there's plenty of time left in this day.
Yup. Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's time to, yeah. Like we're getting close, for sure. Keep an eye out.
And so this next hex has kind of a caveat to it. To actually reach Firefinger, you're going to need to scale this plateau to reach the top of it. You can walk around it if you want in this next hex. If you would like to proceed to this hex, I'll reveal it for you. But you're not walking on the plateau. You're walking kind of around it here at its base.
How tall
Like
is
that.
the plateau?
Yeah, we can climb, right?
It's about 50 feet tall.
I shall fly.
So I
Sure.
bust out my rope climbing.
I asked everyone, I was like, I have animal shapes prepared. I could turn this all into birds and we could just fly up this thing.
I got my
You could
slippers of
also
spider
make a
climbing.
giant staircase and we just walk up if you want.
If you can turn out all to birds, that should be like a good way to escape if things go bad over here.
I do the thing where you tap your head. Like, man, that was some good thinking. Yeah. Like, damn.
I tap it too, like, I'm a bird, I know.
My man.
I always think of ways to fly away. Yeah, I just fly up if no one needs.
Yeah, I guess you have your broom.
I
Vintage
start
Slayer.
using Jin's rope and I start looking around like, Jesus Christ, I gotta learn how to do something.
I got you, buddy.
I'm just
I'm
casually
down there
walking
waiting
up the cliffside by Jin as he's struggling, like pulling himself up.
Wait, Fail, do you still have that teleportation helmet?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, and depending on if I have the spell slot or not, I can teleport us out of a situation as well. So.
Let me get in that bag of holding real quick. Yeah, and I like pull it out. Been carrying it around, and I'll put it on my head. It always looks a little goofy, but it's on there.
Yeah, it kind of lops over to the side slightly. You're always kind of adjusting it up.
I'm not casting it. Just
Okay.
for words.
And I'd like to describe a little bit as the group of you ascend this plateau. So, as you reach the top of the plateau, you can see that Firefinger is directly in front of you, probably still a good 30-minute walk away. I would like a perception check for everyone as you look at Firefinger. You can see that the spire itself is actually quite a bit taller than you were anticipating. It's not a tower like you see depicted here. It is like a true mountainous spire that reaches upwards, but there is still a lit torch at the top of it that is bellowing. Jaryu, Halbjorn, Thunder, Jin, Ventus. The group of you can see that Firefinger is not only lit and massive, but also you're able to see from this distance that there are many things flying around it. It is kind of buzzing with activity. And so it's not as though it is unmonitored or vacant. You aren't able to really detail out at the distance that you're at what exactly you're looking at flying around it. You probably have a pretty good idea. But at this distance, they're more just kind of black blurs that are flying around what appears to be not necessarily the base or the bottom third of it, but instead the top 2/3. I think that for the group of you, it would be very reminiscent of birds flying around their nest.
Very much so.
How do you guys want to do this?
Do they seem like sentient birds like the Hebrews?
I would think that you're too far away right now.
We
gotta
need
get closer.
Dragon Rend. Get one of those bad
I
boys.
want to get close enough to do a vibe check.
You have to be within 5 feet to do a vibe check.
Staring right in his face.
Yeah.
Your vibe. What's your vibe,
What's your
man?
vibe, bro?
You have to be close enough to do like the chin up thing. Like when you're walking past them. To see if they do it back.
I imagine Aslo's just looking around like, what's going on?
Yeah, y'all can get closer if you want.
I don't like the way you say it, though.
No. You certainly
If you
can.
want.
You can get closer to the entire army of dinosaurs if you want, I guess. Your choice.
How close do you want to get?
Before you make us roll initiative.
Yeah, right about there. Wherever it makes me hop off torrent because I have to fight a boss, I'm gonna stop right about there.
David, can you not hear us?
My headset decided to die in the middle of your sentence, Thunder, so I did not hear what you said.
I said right before you make us roll for initiative. That's how close I want to get.
I'll say that you can get within about 100 yards before just attracting attention without any kind of preventation, you know what I mean?
You can Venmo me $5 for that laugh.
Thanks, Thunder. Manny. I would like for anyone that is proficient in insight when you get this close to do an insight check for me.
Oh, not me.
Not I.
Hey. I'm finally proficient in something.
Hell yeah.
You would estimate, Halbjorn, as you're getting closer and kind of looking at this tower and sizing it up, that this spire is probably about 300 feet tall. This is a massive structure. And it really begins to kind of throw its weight the closer that you get to it. You realize just how built up it is. And you can see the terrafolk flying around it. Like I said, probably the top 2/3. The base they don't care much about. But you can definitely clearly see that they are terrafolk that are flying around it. There are some like birds and whatnot, but you don't really care about those so much. And I would like more perception checks. If anyone is proficient in perception, I won't punish you if no one is, but...
I have really good insight, but I can't see anything.
You think well.
Yeah, I am. I have checked.
Okay.
Marks.
Nice. The group of all of you can see that at its base of Firefinger, there are what appear to be like very old and weathered ladders that have been constructed at some point that kind of go up at various points of Firefinger from its base upwards. And you can also see that kind of spotting Firefinger's column are small caves, small openings.
Gotta check that out.
Are there any of the terrafolk like closer to the ground, or are they all flying up there?
No, they're pretty high up.
You say they don't care much about the base, right?
Right. I would say the top 2/3. So the bottom 100 feet, they don't seem to be paying attention to, at least as far as you can tell.
Well, I see cave. I hear cave. I'm in.
Might find some fungus down there.
Hell yeah.
Piqued my interest.
Are they coming up like they
Well,
really like the
wait,
fire?
Are we doing
protecting it or something?
are we doing the thing where we pretend to be 1T?
I don't know, guys. It's just really hot in this jungle, and it's the first time I've seen some caves, and I'm ready to go in.
We can still be prepared, you know.
Yeah, but if we're going, we should go in as.
Yeah,
and if we're
yeah,
doing
yeah.
the.
Oh
1T,
yeah,
we
yeah.
should go
No,
in as
for
1T.
sure. For sure.
Okay, I'm done. I get out my hat.
Okay.
Wait, we want to be 1T?
Hat on.
What? That's what I was asking.
I think
I don't think it's a
there's
bad
more.
idea.
I think there's more upside to going as Wanty as opposed to just going, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
At the very least, it'll be disruptive, no matter what happens, right? Like,
Or they
because they're supposed to
attack
be
us 'cause we
following
hate
them.
1T.
Oh yeah, we don't. Well, they're supposed to be in league with them, though. There's that. Of course, the Ebrees, fucking Ebrees, man.
yeah, but either way, it's like if
Can't trust 'em.
they hate the Wanty, they're gonna attack us. If they see us, they're gonna attack us, right?
Maybe not.
So
We can't trust the storks.
Well, if they if they
that's true,
attack
we
us
can't
because we're
trust.
1T, we just take off the disguise, and then they'll stop attacking us. Hopefully, or we'll just destroy them.
I don't know why I keep picturing us being like Wanty wearing actual bowler hats, dude. Like every
Awesome.
time I
Random
think
band
of
of
like
7
all this
1T
guys
or 6
wearing
bowler
fucking
hats.
bowler hats. Dude. I don't know why I see it every time, but
I love it.
yeah.
Alright, let's do it then. Put on my hat.
Yeah.
Put on my hat.
Put on
Great.
my hat.
The group of you put your hats on, and you watch each other as they become illusioned 1T, which I'd imagine is a little odd to see.
No, we're used to it by now.
We're used to it, yeah.
Okay, excuse me. And the group of you proceed forward. As you're walking, kind of still through the jungle is a lot sparser here as you've gained altitude. It's a bit rockier, it's more cliffy. And the group of you notice that as you are moving forward, you maybe as those underneath your foot, you hear the crunch. And as you look down, you can see the fallen remains of a skeleton. It's a humanoid of some sort, but long dead. And you can see that its entire rib cage has just been crushed. And anyone can roll a medicine check if they would like on this skeleton to try to maybe diagnose it a little bit.
Is it a human skeleton?
It looks humanoid. You don't know if it's like a person necessarily.
I'm gonna pull out my gravedigger shovel after everyone inspects it.
All right. Hold on. Before we move forward, I need everybody to start tracking this. It has been 14 days since I've rolled higher than a 10. I am not kidding. I have rolled the dice 15 times now, 10 or less. It is actually getting impressive. Or start tracking it here, dude. Like, it's getting carried away, boys. So I'm just saying.
You're getting all the hard rolls.
I'm like down so bad. It's not.
Down so bad. Jaryu, as you investigate this skeleton and begin to dig it in, you can determine that the cause of death here is pretty clear. This poor soul, whatever it once was almost certainly thrown off a Firefinger. Its bones are almost shattered like glass in some areas as you kind of pat it into the ground and give it a proper burial.
Poor bastard. And I take 10 temporary hit points.
Of course, all in a day's work. And you move forward. As you move closer to the base of Firefinger, you can see that this poor fellow is not alone. There are maybe 24 bodies at the bottom of Firefinger. It's an ominous gravesite for anyone that is wanting to approach it, but you do. And you can see that at its base, like I described before, there's a rope and wood ladder that's mounted to the spire. It looks ancient and crumbling, but it is there. It's pretty narrow, so the group of you are going to have to ascend single file, one after another. And I actually need to know who the order that y'all are going up.
Well, I'm definitely not going first because I'm like that fucking reptar or the fucking raptor. So
Make sure you blow that image up to really see.
Definitely go second.
Yeah, which one of us is like the leader Yunti or the most authoritative or whatever?
I think y'all would have to decide that.
I thought we like picked. We all picked.
What's the leader one?
Is it the more snake-looking
the
one?
leader one would be the abomination. It's like a big tail coming off of it, and it's like a centaur snake.
I think we were all like of equal level.
Yeah, you're all Malisons, which is really the one that's shown here. You're all equal cast.
With a bowler cap.
I would think that anybody y'all got them spells like can you turn me into a bird, right, Thunder? If I fall, like if you were lower and I'm falling, could you like do something like that?
If you're lower than me elevation wise?
No, yeah, you're lower than me.
In case we all fall.
I'd rather be above you. Is all I'm saying. I'd rather be above you, Thunder,
Yeah,
in case you could turn me into a bird or something.
I'll go.
Yeah,
I don't want to go in the very back because I don't want to get attacked from behind because I'm not super tanky. But I'll go near the back because if people do fall, I can cast Featherfall on you before you get too far.
Yeah, I don't mind being up in the front and
Yeah,
climbing.
I'll go very front, considering I'm assuming mine is just like ginormous.
Yeah, you're definitely the biggest one, T. I think, no surprise.
I'll go back.
I'll go right behind
Aston-
Aslos, just to be like the next
So
guy.
it's Aslos, Ventus,
Big Fio.
File. Okay.
Yeah, I would like to be up there. Yeah.
Wait, I need another fighter in the back, probably.
I'll be in the back.
I'm still close. Here, somebody get above me.
So who's after File?
I mean, I can help in a fight. If I get attacked from behind, that wouldn't be the best.
I'll be behind File. And I told the group I was like, absolute worst situation. I could transport via plants, and we'll run through a tree and then get
I can
sent
just
back
teleport and
Oh,
not
yeah.
have to worry about a tree.
Okay.
I got my helmet on too, and I can
Who
grab
knows
people.
if there's I'm not saying that to be rude. Like, who knows if there's a tree up here that we can?
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Who's-
Yeah, I'm just useless now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, it's fine.
Who is after Thunder?
I guess
you're
I'll be me, then
Okay.
Jin, then
Jaryu. Yeah, something like that.
Hobnor's behind me and we're going single file, I'm still a little butthurt that he cut me off about explaining my spell. That I'm gonna purposely like kind of tickle his face with my tail as he like is climbing up behind me.
I'm just gonna wait longer for him to be up like two links of people, and then just...
You see my tail like trying to extend to touch you?
Yeah, it's like stretched out completely.
Aslos, as you begin to start this daisy chain and you take this rickety old ladder, I need you to roll me, and this is ominous considering what you said earlier, a strength.
Oh no. Okay, we're really good at those.
Wait, I am good at those.
Yeah, wait, hold on. I'm sorry, an athletics check.
Dude, +10. The worst that it can be is a 1, right?
Let's go!
Oh,
Hey!
Hell yeah.
Yeah, of course on
You,
the 1 check, I'm +10, dude.
You pull
Now we
yourself
can't
up the
track it.
ladder, and the group of you watches he kind of sways back and forth as he goes up. But he is proceeds. This first ladder rung that brings you to this first opening cave is about 60 feet. So already, I mean, Azos, you're pretty high up there as you kind of look over your shoulder and see the jungle kind of small below you. I now need an athletics check from Ventus.
Oh, no. Can I do acrobatics?
Nope.
Oh dang.
Oof.
You pull yourself up, and I need to read something.
Out loud.
Out loud. God damn it. Ventus, as you are trying to climb, you one of the rungs breaks. It snaps completely below you, and you fall.
Oh no.
The threat is a little less scary for you
Yeah, I was
because
about
you
to
can just fly. You open your wings.
He's just falling. We're like, wait,
Yeah.
dude, fly, dude.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm worried about is making sure that the hat stays on and making sure like
Yeah.
nothing above me
The flying
sees.
Yunzi.
Yeah.
You grab your hat, but open your wings reflexively, unless you just want to fall to the ground about 20 feet.
No, I'll catch myself.
Yeah,
Or
but
I'll
you
fall and then I'll fly up to where I fell from.
sure, yeah, past the rung you broke.
Uh-huh.
But for the rest of you, you can see now, kind of impeding your path is a broken ladder, and the DC is now increased.
I asked
Thanks,
Jen,
Ben.
I was like, should we use your rope of climbing kind of like to tie each other off in case someone falls or tandem someone to somebody else
We
who's not
can.
athletic?
If you think it's a good idea, we also have the feather fall back up, right?
Yeah.
Is that a cantrip? No,
No.
it's first level.
It's just one
Okay.
rung, but get that rope ready. We get 2
Yeah,
rungs.
I'll be ready to lasso someone.
Yeah. I think I can do it.
Yeah, and Fael, you'll be our last check for tonight as you make an athletics skill check.
Come on.
And yeah, you
Plus 15.
you see the broken stretch of the ladder, but are able to heave yourself over it in an impressive feat of strength, and pull yourself up to get behind Aslos and Ventus. And let's end our session here tonight, and we're gonna start next session Thunder with you trying to ascend this ladder
The ladder.
as y'all climb Firefinger.
Beautiful.
Fire finger.
Not Midoriyama.
I am
The
pumped up,
Ninja
dude.
Warrior
Next
course.
session, yeah. I know we're fighting these fools. I know. I can feel it.
Feel it in my
It'll be fun.
bones.
Sweet dudes.
Jeez. Thanks, David.
GG's,
That's
guys.
awesome.
Yeah, thank you, David.
Of
Beautiful.
course, thank
Gotta
y'all.
go walk my dog.
Yeah, next week.
I'll talk to y'all later.
Later.
Peace out.
Bye, y'all.
Damn.